On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves that'll flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Traipsing these riders forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday. Mad love to the gang. Sniper's Nightmare, how you feeling, bro? Are you all hopped up on that? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see all you guys here. Kalichi Augucha, my man. How's it going? First again. Good to see you. Seymour Liddy in the chat. What's going on? Slam Banjo. Army Piper in the chat. Piper Academy. Family, man. Family. He needs more meds. Paracetamol and morphine is not cutting it. He is back. You shake McConaughey. McConaughey? I'm not even going to try to say it. I paid a lot for something I do not use anymore. Were you a drum set in the past life, bro? Pretty good beatboxing, to be fair. Oh, yeah. Good fun. A little hobby when I was younger, you know, good old beatboxing. One of the few talents. I don't know if it's a talent. Blessed beatbox. When the night has come. All right, dad joke. This is where I need to practice. This is the talent I need in my life, okay, friends? Did you guys hear about the almond diet? It's just absolutely nuts. That was so bad. Oh, man. Why did the large cat get kicked out of the game? Because he was a cheetah. That's bad, too. That's bad. -7. Minus a 3 we got. Oh, man. What does a grape do when it gets stepped on? It whines. Would you like some cheese with that wine, sir? Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's get into the charts. Pretty bad. But I'm glad to be a dad, all right? All right, so, you know, we got to check it out now. So, brother, right about now. At least, I just feel like I got to put a Band-Aid on my face for one of these streams. Hey, Amy Lives Crypto, I think we got to do the Nelly live stream. What do you guys think? If you want to go and take a ride with me with 3 women, I'm holding on. You know? Retro Mike Tech, what's going on? The family is gone. We are free to nest. We are nesting, preparing for the baby. 3 to 5 weeks, baby will be here. 3 to 5 weeks. I even bought a money tree. I bought a money tree. I've named it Oswald. This is Oswald. Everybody say hello to my new money tree. I've named it Oswald. After the penguin, Oswald Cobblepot. Okay? I am weird. But this is Oswald. It's not marijuana. Okay? But it is my money tree. God is cool. I like money trees, okay? I had one when I lived in Scotland. Its name was Pedro. I had Pedro the money tree. Now I have Oswald the money tree. I don't know. I always have a few plants, and I always name them absolutely weird names. But did we get Baby Otter his own Wolverine? Oh, man. So Retro Mike Tech, I can't say this very loud, but I pre-ordered a Wolverine for when he comes to be delivered in the first week of September. Don't tell Mrs. Otter. She doesn't know about this, but I have pre-ordered a Wolverine action figure, and she has no idea. Because obviously my child must have a Wolverine action figure. So this is top secret, guys. Don't go telling anybody about this, okay? But yes, Retro My Tech, we're there. I mean, I have mine. Mine is riding a moose, a golden metal moose. Like this thing's full out metal. That's mine. Canadians, we have one superhero in Canada, and that's Wolverine. Can't take it from us, okay? America. Genie Autry. That's the name of my what tree? Does it help with trading? Yeah, everybody should get a money tree. I don't know. Plants are cool, man. Plants are cool. Learn how to take care of a plant, then you can get a hamster. Then once you take care of a hamster, then you can get a cat, then you can get a dog, and then you can get a baby. I'm just doing it in reverse, okay? I'm getting a baby and a plant, okay? Shake the money tree. Let's go. Okay, so this is more of a chill stream. It's Saturday. I just wanted to do. I wanted to run through all of the tokens. Okay. Are you guys on board with that? We're just gonna run through everything, kind of get a macro look where we're at. We're holding the value area low. This is pretty cool. Everybody and their brother and sisters talking about some sort of death cross here happening. Okay. That's cool too. But I'm just going to run through all the tokens kind of like top down. Yeah, a lot of things are seeming to recover. Is Bitcoin now? First and foremost, let's look at macro. So Bitcoin dominance is on an absolute tear. Okay, this is something that's very important to note. Be good to hear how Alex uses them too, though, obviously. How do you use the previous day low and the previous day high for trade setups? Ooh, magical. I like using them as targets. That's pretty much the summary of using previous day highs and previous day lows. Like if I'm in my scalp see, I get sidetracked with the chat now. So if I'm in this thing, I have this. This is something you can add. CM high, low, open, close. Okay, and you get your previous. You can click these on and off. Okay, and as you can see, I don't even have lines attached with them. They're targets. Really, they're targets, and typically you can use them in confluence with where you think price is going to go. Okay, this is something I use. I don't use it really as like a. It's just targets. Okay, that's as simple as I can keep that for you. So going into the charts, we're going to look top down and really just Bitcoin dominance is coming out the wazoo, okay? What's going on in and out crypto? Hope you're having a good day. Bitcoin dominance coming out the wazoo, flying up to 57%. If we zoom out on the weekly here, right? And we can see that we are retesting previous lows here on the previous run up, right? So this is a very key area of interest, right? Like we are looking for this. This is what we are looking for, this area within here, right? And does this reside somewhere within here? Probably, okay? Probably somewhere within here, where we start working our way down, okay? I don't see us really getting above, that 60% line here. So eventually we want to see that rotation from Bitcoin into altcoins, okay? Now, the thing that is concerning, okay? The thing that is very concerning is that in anticipation for the rate cuts, okay? So we are anticipating, let's go to our big chart here. We are anticipating rate cuts eventually for September, right? So this is kind of my line in the sand. We called pump time, then we got dump time, and now we are still within pump time. So we can get rid of this. So in anticipation for rate cuts in September here, we can mark this out. What's the exact date? Do you guys know the exact date for the rate cuts? It is September 18th. No, is it? Yeah, September 18th. So that's our exact date for rate cuts. So let's just mark that out on our daily here. September 18th. Okay. September. That's quite a while away. My God. My goodness gracious. September 18th. That's what it says here. September. You guys know about this, right? September 18th, 2024. Okay, so 50-50 chance of having, oh my God, because that's more than 0.5%. That's wild. This is going to be, I want to know if Army Piper thinks they're going to do an emergency rate cut next week when they see that inflation's coming down dramatically. I don't know. We'll see. The jobs spooked the markets, but they probably. So Amy Lives Crypto says they won't do an emergency rate cut. Okay. I know nothing. That's why I'm here. That's perfect. Perfect. So in anticipation for rate cuts, we typically get a dump, right? We typically can expect a dump from rate cuts, okay? And then we have no reason to do that if inflation is coming down. That makes sense. So what we know about next week is that we have Wednesday. We have PPI Tuesday, but then Wednesday is going to be a doozy. Wednesday is definitely going to be a doozy. And we can hope and pray for some inflation coming down, but if see what the majority of influencers think, and then I go with the opposite. Oh, man. Army Piper thinks it's 25 basis points in September. Yeah, because I think, so like for me, I up or down, side to side, doesn't really matter. We'll make money. What we're excited about is the volatility, okay? The volatility has been absolutely a blessing, okay? So in anticipation going into this, right? Could we push back up, right? And then get wrecked on the rate cuts and then pumped into pumped into Trump, as they want to say. Quite possible, right? So that's kind of what I'm watching, but I'm really watching expansion on the Russell, okay? The mini Russell here. I'm watching for that expansion. I'm also watching for the dollar to continue to drop, okay? So for this to continue to flag out and roll over, coming down to that big 100 level, okay? That's kind of what I'm watching. But, you know, it's all fine and dandy to be prepared macro-wise and, you know, understand that. But at the end of the day, we can buy and we can sell, so we can hedge, even if we have to. So that's pretty much to our advantage. So going into Bitcoin, I got to share my new charts with you guys. I'll do that in the Discord. So I've gone through prior to the stream. I spent some time this morning on my key levels and my key areas for you guys. I'm just resetting them all so that you guys can have my levels as well. So I'm going to just go ahead right now and just share them so you guys have them. I think I shared my chart, but I'm not. I think I disabled it as well. So I'm not sure exactly how I shared it from before. So if I go in here, I right click. Anyways, I figured it out before. But I'm just going to share this chart anyway. So if you guys want, you guys can have it. And these are my key areas that I am looking to trade. Okay, so that's going to be key. I got to expand it enough so that you guys can see it here. I'm going to share it in the Discord. Now, if you are new here, I mean, welcome. We're glad you're here. And stick around. I mean, it's definitely gonna the Otter Gang zone. So the OG zone. This is my new and improved area. Okay, this is where I have maximum confluence. Okay, maximum confluence is the Otter Gang zone. This is where the money is to be made. Okay, this guy. He's up and to the right bullish, okay? He's schlonging, he's longing, he's making money. Okay, so pretty good. But yeah, as you know, these charts get quite crowded, but with my time frame and what I trade on, it works out quite nicely, right? If you get into the smaller term time frames and you look at how well these levels are respected, it's pretty incredible to long, to short, to take profits, yada, yada, yada along the way. And you can see how they're respected throughout. I mean, you put enough horizontal lines on the chart and you will be right eventually, right? So it's not about that. It's about support, resistance, volume, and candle closes is how I do it. And it seems to have worked really well. Okay? So I just want to go through our altcoins. So if there's any altcoins you guys want me to go through, chuck them in the chat. Be glad to do that. But for Bitcoin right now, my idea is this weekly close. So the weekly close here, as long as we're closing above 58,200, I'm pretty happy, okay? I'm pretty happy. This is a beautiful reversal candle pushing up to the upside here, closing above, looking for continuation back within this range. If we're looking at the range here on Bitcoin, we have our key levels that I just gave you guys that we are looking for, but we know that if we're pulling volume here, we're just above the value area low of the range. We're trying to hold and push up into it. Now, I believe we're a bit overextended. I believe that we could do something like this before trying to break over time, getting everybody a little bit more worried, and then looking for this to fire off, okay? Naturally, we know that we have that major resistance right around 63,000 that we hit here, which is actually the local golden pocket of this entire range if we're going from swing high to swing low. So perfect hit off the golden pocket. Consolidation afterwards, okay. The only real concern right now is that since coming down from here, we made a higher low or a lower high and a lower low. So we could be looking for this before heading up, okay? This is still very much on the cards right now. I won't be convinced until I see something where we come down, we bounce, and we put in a higher high. Okay, that will be my idea of continuation, where I'm looking for that to come to the upside, okay? So until we bounce and break this high again, right, I'm not getting overly bullish, okay? I could be looking for some consolidation before heading upwards, okay, and that would be ideal. But that break of structure is going to be very important, in my opinion, to see that continuation. Now, if I'm looking at market cipher on the higher term time frames, it's very simple. We need to see the weekly push back, right? So we've seen this push back. We're going to see a nice close. That would mean that hopefully this VWAP and this momentum wave turn to the upside, okay? We're looking for that continuation. Very similar pattern. We've been talking about these two patterns being very similar. If you're taking this as a line in the sand and this is a line in the sand, this is very similar to this, except this one's bigger, therefore I think stronger. So we'll see if that continues to push up. However, we are well aware that money flow is very overextended in comparison to where it was here coming into the market, okay? Money came out, money's coming back in. I would like to see a nice bounce and continuation. Money can stay flat for quite some time, so that's something we're definitely keeping an eye on, okay? Our 3-day inverse head and shoulders, continuation, anchor, trigger wave, VWAP crossover, looking good. We want to see money turn up as well, okay? Turn up as well. Injective, USTC, and HNT. If there's any other altcoins, I'd be glad to look at them as well. Just going over top-down analysis on Bitcoin quickly, just to kind of run through it. The daily. Okay, so we were expecting chop sideways over the weekend. Nice push up. A beautiful, beautiful Thursday in continuation. I have since... Are we back? Are we back? Hello? What the? It's a mad storm outside. It's windy right now. Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you guys hear me swear? I'm sorry. I was like, hey, what the fuck? Oh. Starlink, yeah. It's fiber internet. Pay lots of money for this. Only to might as well go back to dial up, man. Hey mom, get off the phone. Oh man. So where was I? I seen some requests. Okay, so we're back here. So I saw, Injective, USTC, HNT, Solana, AVAX, XRP, and Crow. And then I saw, what did Retro Mike Tech ask for? Can't see. Zeta? Is it Zeta or Zeta? That is the question to be. How high will AVAX pump? That's a good question, man. I hold some AVAX, so we can take a look at AVAX too, as well. So I'm going to go through those altcoins as well. Quickly going over Bitcoin here, and go from there. Okay, so the daily looks strong. Money coming back in, flattening out on the VWAP, a little bit overextended. Okay, yes, there is a lot of room on the momentum here. A little bit overextended on VWAP. Money's coming back in. This can flatten out over next week. Now, I'm not overly bullish on next week. Why is this? Because we have since pumped and created a lot of liquidity down below us. And I do believe there could be a little bit of a correction before heading upwards, okay? We just want to see this 58,300 hold by tomorrow, okay? That's kind of the line in the sand, okay? Going into our 12-hour, very similar thing. The push up, the consolidation sideways, bull flag, right? Everybody's going to say bull flag to the upside, bull flag to the upside. Quite possible, but nonetheless, I would like to see this before retesting these highs here. That would be great. Right around 57,000, let's call it. We'll see if we get it, okay? Good momentum here. Lots of movement to the upside. We can see this cool off and continue. Very, very possible, okay? Very, very possible. Will Sui pull back? We'll see. Sui had a very strong move a couple days ago. So now just getting these levels yet again, looking at this crazy busy chart. Where are the bounce levels, right? I think that's, oops, I just deleted all my work. The bounce levels, in my opinion, we have some sell walls and some buy walls as well. Just kind of outlining them for everybody as well. Our next level of resistance is going to be that, we have to get above the golden pocket, close above 63,000, and then we have that macro area up here right around 65, 400, okay? But right now, Bitcoin's looking strong, a very nice V-shaped recovery overall, and that has gotten into the alts, okay? So we'll see if it does continue to continue to the upside, okay? But Bitcoin, nice move. Let's see if it can continue. Clearly, we get into Bitcoin every morning, and we trade it. So this is, we beat this thing to death. And right now, you can see, maybe we can see like we're getting a little bit of a breakout retest on Bitcoin. Not something I'm looking to trade. Not something right now, I think patience is going to pay. And we'll see if this can continue to push up. Maybe an SFP of the highs. That would be nice. If we get something like this, where we get a bearish divergence, then bringing us back down to here, and then we'll see if we can head up. But let's take a look at our favorite altcoins. One of them being Injective. So for me, I'm heavily invested in Injective, and we have gotten up above the highs of the previous range. So when we're looking at Injective here on the macro, we can see that we had this range here. We came to the value area low and retested the bear market highs. Okay, so as you can see here, just within that range there, we've come down and retested that around 14.5. Okay. Now we can see that we have these previous highs of the previous range over here, and we have since reclaimed that. So that's a very good sign. Now, what I'd be looking for on Injective is this trend line being broken. Okay, so just wanting to keep it very simple here, and getting back above that $20. Okay, that's going to be our psychological. As you can see, it acted as support, so that's going to be that psychological $20 that we want to get above, okay? Going over into our 12-hour, what can we see? Very similar to Bitcoin, okay? So a lot of altcoins either have failed to bounce or have had very, very clean bounces, okay? Now, anytime we do get a bounce, we don't want to get overly hopeful. You can see here, we had the clean bounce here, only to roll over on that bearish news here, right? So with Injective right now, this is significant due to the fact that we have clearly closed above this high here, okay? Getting above this high, holding this previous range here, 1837, that's kind of my line in the sand right now. What I would be doing with Injective is I'd be tracking momentum to the upside, looking for this trend to hold. Okay, once this is broken, clearly we're going to be creating a lot of, so we can see a lot of liquidity on the way up, zooming into the shorter term price action on Injective, where when looking at this, you can see lots of liquidity down here to be revisited, okay? The interesting part about a lot of these tokens that have moved up, that this is going to be your key level that's going to act as key support, okay? Yes, we know it's the highs of the previous range, but it's also these highs as well. So you can see it took a couple of chunks out of trying to get above here, and since then has pushed through with some power, and now is consolidating sideways. So let's see if we can return sideways over the weekend in some sort of bull flag, right, and get a bounce off of these levels down here around 1837. So there is a possibility that we have that SFP like we were talking on Bitcoin, where we look to come back down to this level, okay? And that's no little namby-pamby move. That is a 5% move, okay? So very, very cautious in the sense that, in my opinion right now, getting overly bullish is dangerous, okay? It's dangerous. We just got rocked to the downside. We have fears of recession, the R word, and we could be looking for more downside. Nonetheless, we've had a very swift recovery, to say the least. But we got a lot of work to do. And what do I mean, like a lot of work to do? When we look at something like the S&P and how hard it got rocked, let's go on to the S&P on the weekly. What has happened with the S&P is that there's I guess it's on the daily, triple bot, or threes. It always happens in threes. So this, I think Eric Crown was pointing this out. So we need to see established higher highs and higher lows. And that's a lot of work to get above 5,000, whatever this is, 5,580. Okay. It's a lot of work to be done. So trickling back up on the S&P, that's going to take quite a bit of work to get back to kind of this area. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that's going to happen for Bitcoin and crypto. It just means that the recovery of the S&P is going to be critical to see other assets to work their way up as well. Okay. Going back to Injective, I would look for a return to these previous highs. If not, we go from swing low to swing high here, and we're looking, we got a nice 0.5 bounce, 382 bounce continuation. Let's pull volume within this area. So you do have some nice support here at your 1754. Okay, so it's another level I'd be looking for. If you are to lose that level as support, I'd be looking somewhere down within here. But we're not there yet. We're looking for continuation to the upside. Our next level of resistance is going to be around $20.24, which is a key support level. Alex, so look at the 1 hour support trend line. ... DJ D Johnny, what's going on, man? I'm heavily down on my portfolio. Want to see bullish soon. Crypto Chaser, I think right now it's we're in a very much a waiting game on policy, on stimmy like coming in and just pumping up these markets. We haven't hit expansion yet. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. We haven't hit where you can see the Russell expanding into higher highs and really breaking out of this consolidation. Okay, the Russell has been really flat. We had that little hopium here. That was our stimulation hopium, right? And then we had that Japan scare, right? The Japan scare dumped the market, right? So we watch this and we look for expansion out yet again from the consolidation on the Russell, right? So we want to see breaking out of this and look for expansion, right? Because right now, if we're looking at Bitcoin, all we have done is retrace back to where we've been trading from before. We have come down. We want to keep it as simple as possible. And we have come up. That is what we have done since 2022. That's it. We haven't expanded our markets. We haven't expanded outwards, right? So we need to see expansion overall before we look for any sort of bigger prices, right? So the 1 hour, you're saying the 1 hour support trend line? Okay, so I can see like a flag here. Like this is, yeah. Here's your resistance, looking to break out of that, right? But not really worried about Bitcoin right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow for the weekly candle close. That's where I'll be more concerned. Right now it's a little choppy. So same with Injective here. So our next level of resistance for Injective is $20.24. Okay, looking for this to break up within this range from here. So if we're looking at ranges, this is our entry into higher prices for expansion to the upside. Getting back above here, right? Like we could lower this a little bit actually. This is our shelf. $19.72. Okay? 19. We have that value area low over here, but you can see the shelf of volumes really starting over here. So getting above that is going to be key. Looking for a bounce off of 1840 is going to be where I'd be possibly looking for a buy. We want another drop for the last rebuy on spot. I agree. Like I don't care if we trickle down again. Anything $15, right? The lows of this range here, $15, $16, I think is a great buy. Obviously not financial advice, but I mean, my average price on Injective right now is somewhere around here. So, and I own like 30 grand worth of Injective. So we'll see. I have good, I don't know. I don't have high expectations. I just know that I can probably get at least a 5 to 10x out of Injective if we go on our bull run. So that's kind of the play I'm playing. Okay, we're going to go over to USTC. Got some levels here for Injective. Thoughts on that? And looking for a continuation to the upside, okay? USTC. Something I haven't charted. Okay, sweet. Sweet as. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of an ugly chart to be fair. Let's take a look from high to low. Yeah, I don't like this chart at all. Let's zoom in. Very scam wickety, you know? Something to be very cautious when trading something like this, okay? Let's pull some volume. Take a look here. Okay, so you want to see it hold support here. You've pushed above it. Volume here. Volume here, volume here, and volume up here. Okay. Value area low, we can mark that out as well. Looking at our what the fuck is that chart? Skip it. I know, right? Oh. This is my life sniper's nightmare is I get requested to do TA on things that, you know, I mean, you might as well buy bonk. Oh, man. It's my life. Hey, man, you want to look at this? Can I degenerately gamble and trade this? Like, this isn't HNT. No, we'll look at HNT next, Luke. Hope you're doing well. Luke, was it you that messaged me about the BloFin exchange not doing cashback? I've messaged the reps and I'm waiting for a response. Magic internet money. Can you look at Hex all-time high soon? What's going on, Magic? Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well, my man. You touching some grass, hanging out. 50-50 chance, right, Magic, of a bull run or a big crash. Overexposed. Guys, if you're not following Magic Internet Money, you guys go check him out. He's got a great Discord. He was kind enough to let me in it. Yeah, great guy, man. Great guy. Thank you for being here, bro. Friend of the channel. The Crypto Hub. Kind of the greatest play on words in all of crypto. Guy knows his shit, man. He's been in the markets quite a long time. I have lots of respect for this guy. He does he's thorough and he's competent and he's worked hard on his craft. And there's nothing more that I can, as a trader, you respect someone who does that, right? We like to have a lot of fun and joke around here. But at the end of the day, this is serious, and we're here to make wealth for the long term, for our family, and create a life of freedom. And that's what he inspires me to do so. So I don't normally shout out. I don't shout out friggin' anyone who I don't respect. So thanks for dropping by, Magic, and I hope you're having a good weekend. Hex all-time high. That sounds like a BitBoy show. Is it BitBoy or Ben Armstrong? I don't know. So USTC, we're gonna F this chart up. You have some key levels here. You have some key levels here. If you're buying this on spot, you've done your own research, then that's all you need to do, right? If you're looking to come back up to all-time highs, I'm sure it's a doozy of a move, right? I think there's much better things you could trade and possibly buy. What's going on, Rocco? Good to see you, man. Rocco's another one. He does in and out crypto. He's got the t-shirts, man, and all the merch. So if you got to go and buy some crypto merch, go check out In and Out Crypto. It's another one there. Can you do Coinbase? Yeah, we could do Coinbase eventually. Yeah, we're just getting through that list up top. So we're going to go over to HNT as per requested. All you guys love your HNT from the pump it has most recently had. So you go where the volatility is, and that's always going to be, it can be quite lucrative and it can be quite detrimental to your trading portfolio, okay? You got to apply the same kind of risk management to something like this. So let's isolate price up here and take some volume. Let's take a look here. So you have a naked point of control up here. We do have some highs here. Yeah, and it becomes very blocky up here, and then we have some highs up here as well, and a close up here. Yeah, we won't get. Are we gonna get too overextended here with price? I guess it could get up here. It moved quite dramatically. Do any of you guys know why it moved so aggressively? Thanks for dropping by, Rocco. I've been going live I just got married, and I haven't had a steady schedule recently, so I've been doing lives in the morning, doing some morning scalping and trading with everyone, and trying to get as much as I can out for people, but mostly all over the place. And then we got the baby coming in September, so hopefully we get back to reality. We'll do the morning trading session, then we'll do the afternoon live stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, because Mondays and Thursdays I'm on Trading Wars at 1 o'clock. But we'll do the morning live trading. I think everybody really enjoys that, so we'll be doing that as well. I enjoy it too because I'm trading anyways, so might as well talk some shit while making money. So that's always turning out good. And trying to get back on schedule, but the baby's coming. We're busy, and we keep. Is it me or is the ring on the other on the right hand? It's the left hand. It's probably the camera's inverted. Right, left. So cool down. Return to previous highs. This is something that I'm. Even on Bitcoin, right? Even on our beautiful little Bitcoin. If we look at the picture here, the big picture, All we did was come back and retest previous highs. If you want to keep it that dang simple, we go to this high here. All we did was return to that high. That's all we did. Push up, chop sideways, return to the high, grab liquidity, and back up we've gone. Okay? It's amazingly it's so surprising how you return to the scene of the crime, and then you either go one way or the other, right? So very, very simple. And sometimes TA doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be all complicated. I think we make. Remember when you first started trading, how much money you made because you just pressed buy and sell in the direction you thought it was going? That's why when you're new, you win a lot because you're not over analyzing, right? You're not over analyzing and trying to, typical, man. It's typical. Eventually, though, you got to learn how to manage your risk, that will make or break you. That will make or break you. Okay, so a nice move up coming up, holding that $6.43 as support that we marked out. Okay, you have some targets here for a continuation. Okay, we'll mark out. Yeah, I would say holding this one's going to be the key one here. You can see we do have a consolidation within this area here. So for me right now, holding this $6.40 area is going to be key. Let's see here. Swing low to swing high here. You do have some confluence down here at your 618. 382 down below. Let's see. Yeah, your 382 is a bounce level within this area too. So if you are to roll over, first you'd be probably taking the order block within here, right? And then you'd see if you lose that, then you're probably coming back down to here. After such an aggressive move, you typically have to come back and grab some liquidity. If everybody, all of the retail people getting long late here, not going to let them enjoy those gains, So I would expect some sort of retracement back down. If not, you hold support here. You look for your confluence to enter, whether it's a bull div, continuation, some sort of SFP down below, continuation back up. Okay. But yeah, right now, overextended in my opinion and looking for a retracement. That's what I would be looking for. Look at this. Yeah. So you have two levels here. Look for a bounce off of those. $6 psychological could be an idea as well. So keep those in mind for HNT. Let's go over to Solana. Solana Bobana. I actually bought some Solana at these drops. Okay, I bought some Solana 128, 128. I think I bought some Solana. Okay, just to participate. I've had this chart for so long, and I've had numerous times to buy, okay? And then I see it run, right? I see it run. And I was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to buy some. So I did. I did. Sorry, guilty. That's okay. It's a safe 5x in my opinion if we get our bull run. Okay? But that's how you hedge, man. Like that's why I'm like 70% Bitcoin, because when you get this crash, everybody's portfolio looks like absolute dog shit. And then mine wasn't too bad. I mean, we were buying Bitcoin sub 25,000, so we're still up. Of course, it doesn't look great, but that's why you buy the big ones so that you can buy the little ones. It's called diversification. You get a participation award, Alex. Awesome, man. I got a lot of trophies, and you know what? They are first, second, or third place. No participation trophies. I will pull out the box because I have them. I have them here. Oh man. Lots of sports, man. Lots of sports. Sports are good for you. Sports are good for you. So Solana, these key levels have banged. I was talking on Friday or Thursday how Solana is very beginner friendly. You just have to have a little bit of patience. Okay, so zooming in on Solana, if you are longing and shorting support and resistance, hopefully you have them marked out properly, right? You're able to really, long, short, long. You would have been wrong on a short here, but retest continuation, long, short, right? So beginner friendly with volatility, okay? Learn how to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion. Learn how to trade Bitcoin, then get on to learning how to trade alts with very little leverage, okay? Very little leverage because they do move a lot aggressively. You don't need as much leverage to capture that move, okay? But Solana, I think, is pretty beginner friendly, in my opinion. So looking at, Solana rocks, man. It just keeps performing. Now, I think ETH will do better. That's just my opinion. Everybody who bought Solana at $9 is laughing, okay? Not many people here bought Solana sub $10, okay? However, it's got lots of bullishness because of the memes and because of the use case, okay? So right now it's middle of the range, right? Kind of in an equilibrium of the range where, we had our opportunity at the discount stage here. We're looking at this overall, we can see that anything that's really chunky in volume, whenever I see something chunky in volume like this, where it's really a square instead of having nice spikes out, right? It's really choppy, right? It's choppy, and that makes for you as a trader having to be patient, because it's being so consistently thick, right? You get this like price action. Let's go into the 1 hour, where before it makes the actual direction of the move, you get chop, move, chop, move, chop. I'm not going to sit here and say chop, move, but that's exactly what's happened because of, in my opinion, volume, right? There's people are buying and selling this thing at pretty much any price given. So that's why you really got to isolate price. So right now, it's going to be very dependent on if Bitcoin continues to push higher here in the next over the next week, okay? Over the next week. Like for me, I say Bitcoin needs to revisit 58,000, 57.6. Will it do that? We'll have to wait, right? We'll have to wait. But yeah, 57,600. I think these highs here. Really, if we want to like just look at this, I don't want to see it swing these lows here. I tell you, that would scare me a little bit, because I think that means we're going down, right? Further than this, if we lose this one, or at least equal lows, right, before heading up. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. I know a lot of us want lower right now to buy up altcoins, and then there's a lot of people who just have that hopium where they want the bull run. Their bags are packed. They have no dry powder. They hate to see the portfolio roll over. They have no way of making fiat mining, and they just have everything in crypto, and they need to see this flag out and break out. And that's not healthy, man. That's not healthy. You should always never be fully allocated, in my opinion. Never. You should never be fully allocated. Because it makes for emotional mistakes, in my opinion. Emotional mistakes. Let's go over to Avalanche, okay? We're getting through this list, guys. Thank you guys for being here, smashing up that like button, hanging out with me on this beautiful weekend. We're just kind of chilling today. Not over extensive kind of analysis, not live trading. We've closed our long from 51,000. Nice profit. And you could have seen us take that long Monday morning. We took it Monday morning on the live stream. If you rewatch that back, you can see where we got long. Beautiful long, 1600%. Something crazy like that. Something stupid like that. So congratulations to those who trade with us. So yeah, AVAX. AVAX looks like shite, right? Looks like shite. When we come back in here, you can see that this is significant, right? So we can see that this area within here in our bear market, this is significant. Okay, we extend that over, right? This is significant. If we pull volume across here, our biggest shelf of volume is right there, $21. Okay, $21 is going to be our big doozy. Holding $21 is imperative that we continue up. Okay. How do you feel on Injective? Seymour, we did Injective first, so you should be able to rewind and watch it at 2x, so you get through it quite quickly. Bonus to you, man. So holding 21 is going to be critical, and then getting above 24/7, right? Reclaiming this range and starting to put in some higher highs and higher lows. You can see that people are buying this up, but nonetheless, this is just continuation, right? So until we see rotation into altcoins through Bitcoin dominance coming down, through total 3 pushing out, right? Through total 3 pushing out of this, right? A lot of work to do here. Very aggressive downtrend. So for AVAX right now, because I do hold AVAX, and continuation to the upside. Yes, we want this, but it's kind of flat right now, right? So holding $21 is going to be imperative, and that's just a revisit of previous highs, right? So we're here revisiting. We've revisited once. Does that mean that we SFP, put in a nice bull div here and break this high, right? Break that high, put in a higher low, and that's where we look to get long, quite possibly, right? Catching these lows wasn't part of the thought pattern. So continuation to the upside, yeah. Breaking highs, continue to put in these higher highs and higher lows. But tons of work for AVAX to do, right? Tons of work. This is reclaiming, getting back within this range. That's over 12%, right? So you want to see strength in these tokens, right? Where I'm not really seeing much strength here. I'm seeing a pushback, continuation, but not a lot of strength. Would you scan in AVAX here, DCA? So I can't, for me, I bought AVAX at $9.50. I bought most of my things on FTX collapse. So I bought June 10th, right here. I bought most shit here. I bought ADA here, Matic here, AVAX here. I have receipts too if you want. But yeah, right on this dip here. And then we dipped lower. I thought I was smart buying here. We dipped lower, right? So for me to say, hey, this is a good time to buy AVAX, I've already doubled my money. So it's not for me to tell you. It's for me to say that I think AVAX if we get bull run, can at least revisit previous highs. At least, right? Here's your 5x, right? Easy 5x. Can it go higher? Of course, anything can go higher. But this is crypto, and we don't want to. Bitcoin is risky. So what do you think AVAX is? Oh, man. That's the issue. People are thinking from here, not the 20K BTC low on alts. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, right? That's it. So do your own research. I think AVAX is a great project. I think if gaming takes off, AVAX will do exceptionally well. It's kind of like Solana's ugly sister. It's like Solana with a bag on her head. I don't know. But I think it can do well. Let's go over to XRP. My God. XRP has been very, 56 and 65. We have had, you can ask Mr. Seymour Liddy. He has traded XRP with us for quite some time. The range, making money. We said we sell at 65, we buy at 56. It's been fruitful. Okay, if you're trading this, XRP is becoming very much like Link, where it likes to range. Okay, and if you know how to trade a range, you can make a lot of money. I remember trading this with Seymour Liddy here, 10% range, right? Very easy money. So yeah, XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, winning, against the SEC, whatever. 56, 65. Until it gets above 65, I'm really like XRP is still a shitcoin, in my opinion. And my opinion really doesn't matter. What matters is that XRP is winning for crypto. Okay, so you can see this is your premium. This is your discount. I'd say your discount's somewhere around here, 45. Okay, and you're kind of in the equilibrium. Look at what happened before. Chop, chop, chop. Right? So I would expect nothing different than to chop within this range between 65 and 56. Okay? Until we start making higher highs and higher lows out of here. This price action is just very, very similar. Okay? Chop, break down, chop, break down, break out. Okay? Chop, break down, chop, break down. Chop. Okay, very similar. So we look for history to rhyme, okay? And until we start to see some constructive price action, we don't get over excited about XRP. Okay? Let's go over to Crow. Crypto.com's token, Kronos. Okay, Crow. Nice move up. Previous highs, rejection from previous highs. Middle of the range. So, yeah, that's pretty fat volume. Point of control here. Just bouncing off of that. Fat volume within here. Now, you do have lows. Oops, let's keep that there. You do have lows within here. So, you could isolate price a little bit by pulling this range. Make maybe another point of control within here. The work to be done is to... So you have highs here, highs is there. So that's kind of your significant high. Wow, that worked out well, didn't it? That worked out well. You can see highs, highs, lows, lows, highs, okay? So you need to flip this to support in order to continue up and out like this, okay? That's going to be your level of resistance on Crow. Then into the short-term time frame, a beautiful push up, very aggressive sell-off, flagging out. Creating a lot of liquidity here, clearly. So people getting short or long here, right? Flagging out. Hopefully breaking up, okay? You have your key levels here. Always look to the right of the charts. You can see the horizontals here are marked out 9.434, right? 9.787. Kind of your lines in the sand, looking for these things to hold, okay? Yeah, just typical flag, right? Typical flag. You can trade this a multitude of ways. Breakout retest. Swing failure to the downside, getting long down here. Revisiting previous highs, okay? But looking strong, okay? Looking strong. You know, you can't knock the bounce, okay? You can't knock the bounce. If we're gonna roll over, let's get that too for you guys. So if we're gonna roll over here within this area here, this is significant here. I would almost go to these lows here. Let's see what volume says. Take a look here. Yeah, so you're falling off around these lows. So yeah, somewhere up here, let's get rid of this one. If you're going to roll over from where you are right now, if this flag comes down, you'll be looking just for a swing failure down here around 8 point, let's call it 9 cents, that psychological 9 cents, holding that, swinging down, holding that, breaking out, continuing, okay? If you lose this 9 cents, you're coming down to this area here, okay, very clearly. Right around 8.5. $0.08 spot orders for wicks, then lower. Yeah, so I like that. That's a good level. 8 cents. Because as you can see, anything sub, 8.2, anything sub that's getting gobbled up, okay? You can clearly see orders down here, even from the previous range, okay? That doesn't mean you're, bear market lows. Sheesh, 4 cents. Imagine 4 cents crow. My God. You don't know it because you're in this painful downtrend, right? Like this is just, we're going to zero. But yeah, you can see how quickly a lot of these things got bought up really quickly, right? Spot orders filled. Crypto Billy in the chat. What's going on, bro? Just having a little chill macro outlook on all of our tokens here. Kind of going over the market, what we can see, what we're looking to get. Any rotation into any altcoins, stuff like that. So trying to keep up. How you doing, bro? You been all right? We got the family has flown back to England and landed safely. Now it's nesting season. It's baby nesting season. So exciting times, man. Exciting times. Too blessed to be stressed, as they would say. Too blessed to be stressed. Yeah, man. I've seen those they're twins, right? The ones you're posting on there. Your kid had, was it your son or who had the twins, man? They're cute as hell, man. Anytime I got like baby fever now because all I do is think about your son had twins. Yeah. Oh, God bless you, Billy, man. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. I actually saw I was at the driving range today with Mrs. Otter, and we saw some twins, and they must have been 4 or 5, and they both had little golf bags. I was like, shit, me, man. That was cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. I think Retro Mike Tech requested Zeta, I mean, massive move up the bottoms, 2x. Coming in within this range. Got some work to do breaking out here. Your next level of resistance, retro mic tech's going to be this 78 cents. And looking for 62 to hold, okay? Caspa, yeah, of course. We can take a look at Caspa. You guys want to drop in some new altcoins, okay? We got Litecoin, LTC, Caspa. What else do we get? Beta. Let me know if you want me to look at any altcoins, guys. I want to take a look at ETH as well. This is a nice move though, Mike. Maybe, just maybe, you track some momentum this way. You could trickle down, like that would be ideal, trickling down in here, continuing that momentum to the upside. But looking for 62 to hold. Yeah, and then like it's nice when tokens like this ladder, right? They ladder down rather than just dump. So you can see you get these shelves. So as we proceed to give you what you need, that's what I'd be looking for to reclaim. Now the big one to reclaim is definitely going to be this $8 level, as you can see here. It held off even in the dump and then rolled, right? This is going to be critical, and then clearly this level here, right around $1.75. So those are critical levels, but right now the work is to get above 78 cents, in my opinion, and hold 62. I saw H bar as well. Okay, H bar. And STX, sorry, Reggie. And LU. Aerodrome as well. Wow, you guys are filling it up, man. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. We got oh man. Okay.